Hello, and welcome to Full Steam, my project where I'm playing through a random game from my Steam library every single day until I get through all 300 some games. I'm playing this so I can finally get through my backlog this year, hopefully, even though I keep adding more and more games. Um, and so I can go back to some games I've played in the past and remind myself, what I liked about them, cool mechanics in games, cool genres I don't often play. So, yeah, just instead of getting stuck in the same, like, whatever latest release game, playing those for hours every week, just, half an hour every day, going through a smorgasbord, a buffet of the games in my library. So, today's game is The Darkside Detective, a game I have not played before. Um, I think this is one I had on my Steam wish list for a while, and my brother got it for me for a Christmas gift this year. So I sort of started this project right after that and was avoiding like starting new games, even if I'd wanted them for a while. But luckily, this randomly came up as the one I'd be playing today. So I will click to start. I think this is a point and click adventure in the style of like LucasArts classics, like Maniac Mansion and Monkey Island and that stuff. A genre that I think has kind of fallen out of favor a little bit, but people are still making good ones. I played Kathy Rain earlier in full steam, and I played a great, hilarious, very British point and click called Yorkshire Gubbins within the last few years. So I think this only came out within the last, I don't know, decade, maybe, last few years. But let's see how it goes. So the case is Malice in Wonderland. Case summary: the chief has sent me to the Jones residence. Dooley is there with further details. Whoa, I almost shot you there, detective. You shouldn't be sneaking around like that. Dooley, you watched me drive up. I had my siren on. You waved at me as I pulled in. I guess this place has me spooked out a little. So, what happened here? Chief Scully just called me up and told me to get here ASAP. No details. 7-year-old kid, Alice, went missing a day ago. No sign of her leaving the house. Seems to be the kind of spooky crap, the kind of case you're into, detective. Great, let's get started. So I can talk to Dooley, I can look at my squad car, I can go inside these case notes. So I don't have the action menu down here, but I do have contextual stuff I can click on. Our trusty squad car. I like to call it the Popo Moto. After you, detective. Whenever standing in this rain stops being fun for you. Okay. Inside we go. Officer Dooley, why is there a hobo dripping all over my carpet? That's Detective Francis McQueen, Mr. Jones. He's here to investigate. I see. Twin Lakes finest, huh? So, how can I help you, detective? Ooh, got some dialogue options. Tell me about the missing girl. I'll level with you, detective. I don't have many dealings with her. She has a limited conversation pool. She's 7. Exactly, a tedious age. So I leave that to the nanny. She's around here somewhere. Where were you last night? Why didn't you notice she was missing? I was out. How wonderfully shady. Have you got an alibi? Where I was is none of your business, detective. My taxes pay your salary. They also pay for the cell and questioning room I'm going to have Dooley here take you to. Fine. Call this number. They'll vouch for me. Busty Belle's Booty Boutique. Classy stuff. Ah, Belle's. Fond memories. I mean, where was he? A Bell shop? What? Okay. Got a matchbook. Goodbye. I've taken up enough of your time, and I've nothing further to say, Detective. Kindly leave me be. I hope you don't smoke around your kid. Thankfully, Detective, I am rarely around my kid. Whoa, these folks must be millionaires. Okay. There's the upstairs. There's the hallway. Nice schooner. You dummy, that's not a schooner, it's a sailboat. A schooner is a sailboat, Dooley. Okay. Hallway. I just came out of the living room. Closet. Study. Matches. These are from Busty Belle's Booty Boutique. This kid didn't win out on the father stakes. This reminds me of my own grandfather. Your grandfather was a clock? What? No, he had a clock. Shame. Thought I'd finally found out something interesting about you. What? I'm interesting. Whatever you say, Detective. Okay. What's in the closets? A blacklight bulb. May as well take it. Now all we need is a disco ball, some white clothes, and fat beats. Then we've got ourselves a good night. A good night is finding this kid. Did you follow me into this closet? You may have needed backup. Okay. Been in the living room, been in the closet. Study is locked. Okay, so I can go back to the living room. Upstairs. What an odd place for a telephone. They must have run out of places to put it. Can I call the number? I better check Roy's alibi. Hello? Is this Belle's? Busty Belle's Booty Boutique. Busty Belle's Bosom Bordello. Busty Belle's Bond. Yes, would have been enough. I'm a thorough woman. No question left unanswered, no desire unfulfilled, no fantasy unexplored, no... I get the picture. Are you sure? I could send you one, if you'd like. Was a Mr. Roy Jones at your establishment last night? Couldn't say. Client confidentiality. Identities are concealed, sometimes in masks. This is a police matter. I'm Detective Francis McQueen. Frankie McQueen of the Darkside Division? Yeah? Tell Dooley I say hello. I'm glad the screen resolution doesn't let you make out that I'm blushing. Happy to help a friend of Dooley's. Yep, Roy Boy was here last night. Goodbye, that's all I need for now. If you find yourself needing anything else, just pop on by. A place this fancy deserves something nicer than plastic flowers. Okay, let's go to the daughter's bedroom. This must be the mother. Hello, can I... My baby is gone. Can you tell me about... she just disappeared, my baby. Is there anything you have to find? Alright. Okay. It's a lot of pink. I think I ought to run off too. Okay. Tell me where she is, bear. I'm only kidding. You don't know. You're only a bear. Stupid, know-nothing bear. Okay. A drawing of our suspect. Really? Put on an APB. No, Dooley, don't do that. Hey, I know that tree. It owes me $5. Never seen a horse with 5 legs before. This one also doesn't have 5 legs. Don't have much use for a dozen pink socks. Okay, not a whole lot in here. Let's check their bedroom. Ah, there's the nanny. Tell me about Alice. She's spoiled and sticks her nose where it doesn't belong. But that's what having super rich parents will do to you, I guess. What's a nanny doing in the master bedroom? Nothing suspicious, that's for sure. No siree. How long have you been working for the Joneses, detective. Even though it ends with an S, you still pluralize it. Is now really the best time. It's always a good time for grammar. Anyway, answer the question. Long enough to harbor no ill will whatsoever. Say, you're the nanny, the very innocent nanny, yes. Do you have keys for the various rooms? I am a nanny, not a maid. Right, but do you? Yes. May I have the key to the study then? Sure. There's nothing incriminating in there anyway. Done here for now. I'll get back to work and nothing else. A waterbed. Very fancy. Looks like something's been kicked under here. No, it doesn't. Strange page. It's a peculiar pattern from the Occult for Dummies book. Hard to believe this is the same woman we spoke to. The stress of all this has hit her hard. Alice and her mom look quite happy here. She seems like a sweet kid. Don't worry, we'll find her, detective. Seems impolite to go rifling around in somebody's drawers uninvited. Can I use this black light bulb on either of these? No. Alright, guess that's all I can do here. Do I want to go to the study first? Go to the attic. The paint thinner fell when the shelf gave way. Not much left in it now. Paint cans. Heavy enough to knock somebody out cold. Okay. The lamp. Needs a bulb. Hope this doesn't reveal somebody's attic shame. What the hell? Well, that doesn't look ominous at all. The pattern on the wall looks washed out in places. I wonder what would happen if I redrew it. Do I do that with paint? Marked hands out, broken dreams. Okay, so there's probably something to draw with in the study. Can he shed any more light on Mr. Jones? There seems to be an evil doorway in your attic. This statue is ugly enough to be worth a lot of cash. An old oil lantern. Seems to have some oil left too. Maybe that's what I use. Roy Jones, Esquire. Takes a certain type of person to have an oil painting of themselves. His magazine collection. Jeez, this guy's obsessed with Jugs. Jugs Weekly. A lovely pair. Okay, so maybe it's the lantern oil that I use. Okay, we'll see if he has anything to say. Seems to be an evil doorway in your attic. Just as well you're here then. Go arrest it. It's trespassing. I'm sorry. You heard me. Arrest it. I want to press full charges. I've taken up enough of your time, dum-dum. So can I use the lantern oil? Nope. do you know about this demonic doorway in the attic? Nothing. Not a thing. It's nothing to do with me, that's for sure. I was here the whole time. Okay. There's a creep. Have you found her? Have you found my baby? Okay. Wait. These look like markers. There we go. Okay. Black light marker. Seem to have everything I need. Let's get down to some spooky hijinks and redraw those missing symbols. So I'm going to draw this one here, this one here, and this one here. That should be it. Great. Maybe now is a good time to stop doing, well, anything really. Nope. Gotta go through. Do I do this? Matches on the lantern. Do I have to carry it? Can I just... Okay, Dooley. Let's do this. No offense, detective, but I'm going nowhere near that creep fest. I'll, stand guard out here. Hey, there she is. Alice. Hello, mister. Hey, kiddo. Are you here to take me home? Yep. Good. I'm hungry, and the sounds from downstairs are scaring me. Yeah, let's get out of here. Not so fast, detective. Where's Dooley? That idiot? I knocked him out. Can't have you snooping around anymore, so I'm gonna trap you here. At least take the girl. Oh, I intend to. I'm her legal guardian. After all, it's my job to look after her, especially if anything should happen to her parents. Say, for example, they're getting trapped in the Darkside's version of their bedroom. Where there'd be now if Alice hadn't gotten into my stuff and stupidly trapped herself up here. I figured it'd be best to lay low until you had gone. I thought you'd have given up by now. What kind of cop would give up on a missing kid? Most of the Twin Lakes Police Department? Sadly, fair. What is this, an inheritance scheme? You have to admit, it's a fairly perfect crime. It is, actually. Even if you get rid of me, then what? Alice knows what you're up to. She's a smart kid. If she's so smart, she'll know to keep her mouth shut. Once Dooley wakes, you and your scheme will be done for. Good point. I'll just have to get you to drag him in here with you. Come on. Okay, drag your friend in there. No funny business. Have a taste of your own medicine. No. Well, that's that problem solvent. Come on, Alice. Let's wake up Dooley so I can tell him my pun. Pretend it's the first time you heard it, okay? Okay, mister. So, the kid got into the nanny's stuff and accidentally used it to trap herself in that creepy attic? The dark side. That's a surprisingly succinct summary of things, yes. Shame the nanny was certifiable. She was a looker. Dooley, she was dabbling in the dark arts with a plan to trap innocent people in a parallel world, kidnap their kid, and steal all their cash. I said it was a shame, jeez. I wonder where the nanny got the occult books from anyway. That stuff is hard to find these days. Case for another day, I guess. First of all, we have to figure out what kind of paperwork covers this mess. Case closed. Okay, I think I'll just leave it there, so I don't have to get like halfway through a case. But that is the Darkside Detective. Uh, yeah, some funny writing, some classic point and click stuff, some classic, find this and combine it with that so you can get through this. Um, yeah, seems like it may be short if all the cases are that long, but fun. So that is the Darkside Detective. Come back tomorrow to see what random game I end up playing then.